Thanks. A federal court says Texas lawmakers once again drew districts to favor white people at the expense of minorities and makes them illegal under the Voting Rights Act. And now lawmakers who called to change the maps are getting no attention. KXAN political reporter Phil Prazen explains the fine line lawmakers ride when drawing them.
For the second time in 2 months, a federal court ruled the lines that separate who votes for who are illegal. A panel of judges said Republican lawmakers drew their 2011 district maps to favor white people on purpose.
The leadership has intentionally discriminated against minorities, and that should bother everybody.
Mexican-American Legislative Caucus member Representative Eddie Rodriguez says while the court didn't single out Central Texas districts, if minority voices are gagged anywhere in the state, laws made in Austin would negatively impact Hispanic and African Americans. The state's lawyer, Attorney General Ken Paxton, disagreed, saying this was moot because they changed the maps in 2013, and racial considerations were not the dominant factor in the process. Rodriguez says the maps were not changed enough in 2013 and calls on a House committee to begin the process for a change.
The courts have done their thing, and they've ruled that this is intentional discrimination, and it's the obligation of the legislature, starting with the redistricting committee, to take this on so that we can redraw these lines.
I reached out to the chair of that committee, Representative Cindy Burkett. She says the current maps have not yet been to trial, so considering a replacement is premature while litigation is ongoing. Parties of the suit will meet next week to figure out the next steps. Phil Prazen, KXAN News.
For more perspective on how party affiliation coincides with race, in the 2016 presidential race, CNN reported 66% of people who voted for Hillary Clinton in Texas were minorities. Only 21% of Trump voters were black, Hispanic, or non-white. As Phil mentioned, yesterday's ruling is the second time this year the same court has said Texas districts are drawn illegally. The first time around, they ruled an Austin congressional district also breaks the law. The only Democrat representing Austin is Lloyd Doggett. He represents the 35th congressional district, running from East Austin along I-35 and into downtown San Antonio. The judges ruled his district and 2 others in Texas need to be redrawn. A decade ago, after a long redistricting fight in 2003, a court ruled one Texas congressional district was illegal. Because of that, lawmakers had to redraw the borders of 5 districts to fix it.